So today I want to show you how to crochet these slippers. I did these for my husband and he loves them. So I thought I would share with you guys how I did it. It's very easy and I will show you exactly how I did from start to finish. If you prefer to follow a written pattern, I will of course leave a link for that below. But I will show you the whole process in this tutorial as well. So let's begin. First, a little about the materials. For the yarn, I've used merino gold. It's a nice Turkish yarn. You can use any yarn you like. It's a DK weight. I put it double, so I work from the inside strand and the outside and put them together as one. So obviously you can use a medium weight 4 instead, or just use a DK weight and put it double. But that's the yarn. I will write in the description how much yarn you will need. Then I've used a formal with a crochet hook and some scissors and a tapestry needle. We begin by putting the yarn double, so you don't have to use 2 skeins to put them double. You'll just take the thread from the outside and from the inside as well and put them together as one and crochet like so. And we begin with a slip knot. Make a loop and grab the long end from the middle and pull. And then we chain 50. So yarn over, pull through 50 times. 3, 4. When we have 50 chains, we will now begin working into these chains. You skip the first one and move on to the second chain. Insert your hook into this and single crochet. And then work 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way across. And when you're all the way across, it looks like this. Now you chain 1 to turn the work. So chain 1 and then turn. And then you skip your turning chain, move on to the second stitch, insert your hook and work a single crochet. And then work 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way across. When you make it all the way across, you chain 1 and turn again. And then you work back and forth for 16 rows in total. So this is row 1. Then you crochet all the way to the end, chain 1 and turn, and then work your way all the way back with a single crochet in each stitch for 16 rows in total. When you have 16 rows, it now measures about 9.5 centimeters. We will now chain 1 and turn. Then we skip the turning chain, work a single crochet in the next, and then for this next round, or 17th row, we only crochet 27 single crochet. Now work 27 single crochet. And then we chain 1, whoops, and turn. Then you skip your turning chain, work a single crochet in the next, and then you work a single crochet all the way back. So it now looks like this. And you'll now do 8 rows in total. So this is your first row, and this is your second. Work 8 rows in total, like this. And then after this, when you are here at this point, you will chain 25. 1, 2, 'And it is a bit longer, but it will shrink a bit when we begin crocheting in it. So you turn and skip the first chain, move on to the second, single crochet into this, and work 1 single crochet all the way across. So you'll work 1 single crochet all the way across, and then you'll work 16 rows just like this. So 16 rows up here. And when you have the 16 rows, you will now cut the yarn and pull this one through. Find your tapestry needle and thread it, and we are now ready to sew them together. So now you will take this and fold it like this, and now you have your slipper. Your foot will come in here. So you will now sew it together all the way here and here. So at the heel and on the under the foot. So this we will do after, but now you'll just do this and this. And I just put them together and then sew them together with the whip stitch. I'm not a master in sewing and don't know all the stitches, but this works. Just the whip stitch all the way down and all the way on underneath the slipper. So now when we have it all closed up back here and on the below, we only need to pull it together up here by the toes. So you will now take your thread and then you will do like this. In Denmark we call it rig. So you'll do this all the way around like this. And when you're all the way around, you can now pull it together. So you see the slipper becoming. You just pull this together hard. Don't break the thread. Don't break this yarn. Just pull it together and then hold it steady and weave in your end so it doesn't unravel. Just give it a little pull and then take your needle and sew it together at the very end of the slipper at the front. Just a couple of times just to make sure it doesn't unravel, and then cut the yarn finally. Like so. And then we have this wrong side. We will now turn it around. We have the right side out. When I'm done with the slipper, you can use it like this, or you can add a brim around the opening. I will now add the brim, so I will find my yarn again, and then I will take the back side of the slipper and attach the yarn. Just insert the hook, pull this through, and then tie a little knot. You will hide this knot later. Then we add a brim, so we insert the hook, pick up a loop, and then we chain 12. So 1, 2, 3, 11, and 12. Then I will do a single crochet in each stitch all the way to the bottom. Skip the first one, find your second one, and single crochet. And then work 1 single crochet in each chain all the way to the bottom. And we chained up 12, so you should have 11 single crochet when you're at the bottom. When you're at the bottom, it looks like this. It doesn't matter which way you are working around, it will look the same way. So now you find your next stitch at the bottom of the shoe, and then you slip stitch, and then find the next stitch and slip stitch. So you do 2 slip stitches on the bottom of the shoe. Then you turn it around, and you will now be working up along this brim again. So you find your 2 slip stitches, this one and this one. You skip those and go to the first single crochet on the brim. So skip your 2 slip stitches and then work a back loop single crochet into the first stitch on the brim. So through the back loop of the next stitch and single crochet. So work 1 back loop single crochet in each stitch all the way to the top. When you're at the top, you have 11 back loop single crochet. When you're at the top, you chain 1 and turn. Only at the top. So turn, and then skip your turning chain, move on to the second stitch, and back loop single crochet into this. And then work a back loop single crochet in each stitch all the way to the bottom again. So now you worked 11 back loop single crochet. Then you will repeat the step where you do 2 slip stitches on the bottom down here. So find your next stitch and slip stitch, just to pin it down, and then a slip stitch in the next stitch. And then you are ready to work on the next row of this. So you turn, and then you find your 2 slip stitches. You skip those and work a back loop single crochet into the next stitch. Whoops. And a back loop single crochet in each stitch all the way to the top. So now you will be working back and forth. So you will be working your way all the way around. So you'll do 2 slip stitches each time you make it on the bottom, and then turn and skip the 2 slip stitches and work on this one. And each time you make it to the top of this, you chain 1 and turn and skip your turning chain before working down again. So repeat those 2 rows again and again until you are all the way back around back here. When you're all the way around, this is open, and you will now need to close it up. So you cut the yarn, but leave a long, long tail because you will need to sew with it for a bit. And then pull this one through. And then find your tapestry needle. And then you will sew this together, these 2 ends. Put these together. And then make a seam all the way to the bottom. This is the inside of the brim, so you can just do any stitch you like. And when this is closed up, you have your little shoe. You can wear it as it is, like this. But I like to fold this down, like so. And then I make a seam all the way around the edge of this brim. So you start where the thread is, and then you will sew it all around. You'll make a stitch all the way around on the edge. So you pin the edge down to the shoe. So just make a little stitch, just loosely, all the way around the brim on the edge. And then when the brim is secured, you will now weave in this end. Just back and forth a couple of times, and then you can cut the yarn, and you're done with your slipper. And then you will make another one, so you have one for each foot, and that's it. So that's it. I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.